Hello, Donyans! Good morning! Blessed Monday to everyone! Ayan. Okay. How are you, our dear learners? Wonderful day also to our Chief Education Supervisor and the Officer in Charge, Sir Rodrigo V. Pascua, and to all head teachers, teaching staff and employees of Doña Aurora National High School, to the parents and our stakeholders. Good morning po sa ating lahat. So of course, to our grade 8 learners, this episode is for you. So please, comment down your section at samahan pa ito ng #Sciencerific para makita ng inyong mga science teachers na kayo ay actively watching. So I am Teacher Ryufei Magaway. With me are the other grade 8 science teachers, Ma'am Lynn, Ma'am Donabel, and of course, Ma'am Roselle.
Okay, so amazing Monday to all viewers and listeners. So we hope lahat po kayo ay nasa mabuting kalagayan, especially our dear learners. I am Teacher Erlinda Ramos, and hello to my 8 Copernicus, 8 Socrates, and 8 Aristotle. I hope you will stay with us until the last minute of our segment.
That's right.
Yes, wonderful morning! I am Teacher Donabel T. Rodriguez, Science Teacher of 8 SPA and 8 SPJ. I hope you are ready to listen and interact to us today.
Okay, so thank you, teachers. So good morning also sa mga estudyante ni Sir Hector Del Rosario, ang 8 Science at 8 Crimson. So ganun din ang mga 8 Aquamarine and 8 Tangerine from Ma'am Mirna Galingana, and also the learner of Sir Ryan Colcol. So magandang umaga sa inyo lahat, mga anak.
Yes, Ma'am Lynn, and also I want also to greet my students, 8 Ivory and 8 Beige students. Hello. So we are on the first week of quarter 4, shift 1. So for this week's lesson, we will discuss about the digestive system with the learning competency, explain ingestion, absorption, assimilation, and excretion. So, after our discussion, okay, kayo, our dear learners, will be able to identify the different organs that make up the digestive system and the functions each organ play, and discuss how digestive organs work together to carry out digestion of food and assimilation of nutrients.
So yes, Ma'am Rio, at dapat na makinig mabuti ang ating mga learners, because after the RBI and our discussion, they are going to answer some activities.
Yes, so what are we waiting for? Get your learning activity sheet, your pen and paper. Find a place also where you feel comfortable. And makinig na mabuti po sa ating RBI kung saan ay itatampok si Dora the Food sa kanyang paglalakbay sa digestive system. So, sounds exciting, right? We'll be right back after this RBI episode.
Magbabago, paraan ang pag Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
Physics, chemistry, earth science, biology, biochemistry, environmental science. These are some branches of science. Science is about a whole lot more than that. And to sum it up, we believe that science is a way of helping the brain grow in finding new knowledge and help us defeat our curiosity of how the world develops and works today. Science. This is your class, and this is Science. And now, here is your host for the day. Good day, our dear listeners, especially our dear new normal learners from Grade 8. This is your school on the air, and it's Science Time. We are glad because you are with us in our alternative delivery mode of education through the use of this radio-based instruction. It is a great privilege that you can join us in fun learning through radio. You can tune in every day in our station, DWDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio. I am your host today, Teacher Dennis. With me is Teacher Riza Anmarsan, our technical specialist. I know you are excited as I am, so get ready, Grade 8 learners. Make sure that you are in an area where you feel comfortable and far from noise or any disturbances so that you will be able to listen to this broadcast attentively. At this moment, please get your learning activity sheet on digestion, your pen, and notebook. Always remember to take down important concepts that you hear today. If you have any question about the lesson, you may send your message to your science teacher. Let's get going with our lesson today. Have fun while learning. This time, I turn you over to our radio teacher, Teacher Rio Faye Magaway.
Wonderful day, Grade 8 learners! How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome to the RBI session in Science 8. You will be using your learning activity sheet for week 1 titled Digestion. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
This afternoon, we are going to discuss about digestion, the first lesson for the 4th quarter. Before we start, let's have a review on our topic last quarter. Let's see if you still recall our previous lessons. Anybody who can tell something about the topics we had last week?
Ma'am, last quarter, we were able to explore the science of chemistry, which include the particle nature of matter, physical and chemical changes of matter, the atoms and its subatomic particles, and know the behavior of elements using the periodic table of elements, specifically the electron configuration and periodic trends.
Wow, that's great! Amazing memory! Yes, we explored the science of chemistry and you were able to distinguish matter from non-matter. This quarter, we will explore the science of life, which is also called biology in layman's terminology. During your grade 7 life science, you have already discovered why cell is considered the basic natural and functional unit of all organisms. You learned that a group of cells performing the same function is called a tissue. What if we have a group of tissues performing the same function?
Ma'am, we have an organ.
That's right. Today, we will focus on a certain organ system as we discuss the process of digestion by explaining its functions such as ingestion, absorption, assimilation, and excretion. Together with the following specific objectives. First, identify the different organs that make up the digestive system and the functions each organ plays. Second, discuss how digestive organs work together to carry out digestion of food and assimilation of nutrients. Before we start, may I ask you if you have eaten your lunch?
Yes, ma'am. When it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we are hungry again.
It's okay, my dear learners. That's normal. What do you want to eat for snack?
I want bread and milk for my snack, ma'am.
Wow, that's delicious. Do you know how food that enter your body give you nutrients?
How is it, ma'am?
Well, you have to listen very attentively because that is our lesson for today.
Sounds interesting.
Okay, let's explore now. Are you familiar with Dora the Explorer?
Yes, ma'am. The girl with bag and bangs and fan of traveling and exploring new things.
Precisely. Now, let's imagine that the food that you are going to eat will be Dora. But this time, we will call her Dora the Food, and she will explore the digestive system. Are you ready for her adventure?
Yes, ma'am. That's exciting.
The foods, or Dora the Foods, enter the human digestive system, and her destinations are composed of different organs, which are responsible for processing the food from the moment we ingest them and up to the moment of digesting them. What are the 4 processes involved in digestion?
The 4 processes involved in digestion are ingestion, digestion, absorption, and elimination, ma'am.
You are correct. Digestion is important because your body needs nutrients from the food and drink to work properly and stay healthy. Now, Dora the Foods will start her adventure with ingestion because it is the first process involved. Ingestion is the process of taking food, drink, or substances into the body by swallowing it. What do you think are the organs that involved in this process?
Mouth, ma'am. Because food is taken into the mouth where it is physically broken down by the teeth into smaller pieces.
That's correct. Dora the Foods will start in the mouth, which contains 32 teeth that break down food into small pieces, tongue that mixes food with saliva, and ducts of salivary glands secrete ptyalin that starts the chemical digestion of carbohydrates. Now, Dora the Food is ready for the next step, which is digestion. What is digestion?
Ma'am, digestion is the process of mechanical and chemical breakdown whereby large food molecules are broken down into simpler molecules that can be absorbed by the body cells.
Very good! Both mechanical and chemical digestions begin immediately in the mouth. While the food is in the mouth, the teeth, tongue, and salivary glands work together, forming the food into a moist ball called bolus. so it can be easily swallowed. This process is known as mastication. What do you think will be the next destination of Dora the Foods after you have finished chewing it?
Ma'am, Dora the foods will now enter the esophagus via the pharynx.
That's right! Esophagus is a tube that attaches the mouth to the stomach, and pharynx is a common passage for food and air. During swallowing, the sphincter muscles relaxes and raises the epiglottis to cover the opening of trachea, so food passes from the pharynx to the esophagus, then into the stomach by wave-like contraction and relaxation of involuntary muscles called peristalsis. Peristalsis is a movement that pushes food into the stomach. What will be the next destination of Dora the Foods?
Ma'am, the next destination is the organ stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped organ which has many folds called rugae. Within the rugae are gastric glands secreting gastric juice and hydrochloric acid that digest proteins. The contraction of the stomach mixes the food with gastric juices and the food is converted into chyme.
Amazing! What a brilliant idea! But what is chyme?
Chyme is a semi-fluid material formed from bolus that is acted upon by the gastric juices secreted by the stomach, ma'am.
Very good! During the churning, the sphincter muscles on both sides of the stomach are closed to keep stomach contents from flowing back to the esophagus. Food usually remains in the stomach for 2 to 3 hours.
Ma'am, I want to know the next destination of Dora the Food.
Wow! You are really excited. Let's continue. The pyloric valve at the intestinal end opens and closes several times, emptying or moving the chyme to the small intestine.
Therefore, Dora the Food's next destination is the small intestine, ma'am?
That's right! Small intestine is divided into 3 sections: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. After foods mix with stomach acid, they move into the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine, where they mix with bile from the gallbladder and digestive juices from the pancreas. What do you think is the function of jejunum, the middle portion of the small intestine?
Ma'am, the main function of jejunum is absorption of important nutrients such as sugars, fatty acids, and amino acids.
Very good! And the last part of small intestine is the ileum. What is the function of ileum?
Ma'am, ileum connects to the cecum and helps to further digest food coming from the stomach and other parts of the small intestine.
You are right! Small intestine is considered as organ of complete digestion because it secretes the enzymes that change food materials into their simplest components. The third process that happens in the digestive system is absorption. It occurs mostly in the small intestine. What is absorption?
Absorption is the process of passing the soluble food molecules in the wall through the villi.
The walls of a small intestine have many folds that lined up with villi. Every villus has epithelial cells for covering and blood vessels scattered within. On the surface of every epithelial cells has tinier projection called microvilli. This will increase the surface area for the absorption of nutrients into the bloodstream and get transported to various parts of the body. Before we proceed with the discussion of our lesson, you may have a short break for your necessities. We'll be right back after this reminder.
Amazing tips sa pag-aaral ngayong new normal.
Una, matulog sa tamang oras. Siguraduhin mula 7 hanggang 8 oras ang iyong pagtulog.
Sapat na iyan upang gumana ng maayos ang utak upang makapag-isip. Siguradong good day ka, kaibigan.
Ikalawa, magtala o gumawa ng sariling schedule. Mahalaga ang time management, kaibigan.
Itala ang mga subject na kinakailangan mong pag-aralan sa buong araw. Maglaan ng oras para sa mga ito.
Ikatlo, pumili ng lugar sa iyong pag-aaral. Focus!
Kailangan mo yan. Kaya nararapat na komportable
at tahimik na lugar ang iyong kalalagyan.
Huwag ring kalilimutang ipahinga ang utak.
Find time to relax upang handa ka muling mag-aral kinabukasan.
At iyan ang ating amazing tips, kaibigan.
Kahit new normal, tuloy pa rin ang pag-aaral.
Isang paalala mula sa Science Learning Area at ng himpilang ito.
It's Science Time! You're listening to Teacher Rio.
We're back! So, let's continue the journey. Do you think small intestine is the last destination of Dorada foods?
No, ma'am. Not all Dorada foods are completely digested in the small intestine.
Definitely. What will happen to the undigested Dorada foods?
Ma'am, as peristalsis continues, the waste products of the digestive process moves into the large intestine. The undigested Dorada foods become watery.
Then what happens to the watery substances?
Water is absorbed from undigested Dorada foods and the remaining materials such as undigested parts of food and older cells from the lining of the gastrointestinal tract then become more solid and pass into the rectum where they are temporarily stored and eventually eliminated through the anus as waste.
Precisely. The last process involved is stored and concentrated in the gallbladder. Bile emulsifies fats and neutralizes the chyme from the stomach. Another accessory organ that helps Dorada food is pancreas. Do you know the function of pancreas?
Ma'am, pancreas secretes enzymes that work in tandem with bile from the liver and gallbladder to help break down substances for proper digestion and absorption.
Excellent! These enzymes include trypsin and chymotrypsin to digest proteins, amylase for the digestion of carbohydrates, and lipase to break down fats. Pancreas is a soft triangular gland lying between the small intestine and the stomach. What else?
Salivary glands, ma'am.
Yes, this includes parotid, sublingual, and submandibular. Can you give its function?
Salivary glands secrete saliva that contains salivary amylase or ptyalin, ma'am.
That's true. Saliva contains the enzyme amylase that helps Dorada food to break down complex sugars, reducing them to the disaccharide maltose. Dry food entering the mouth is moistened and lubricated.
What an amazing journey of Dorada foods!
Incredible journey of the foods we eat just to give our body the nutrients we need. So, my dear learners, eat healthy foods all the time to have a healthy body and strong immunity. Especially this time of pandemic, we need to boost our immune system by eating the right kind and amount of food. Are you ready to do the activities found in your learning activity sheet?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's perform activity 1 titled Identify Me. Look at the diagram on page 3 of your learning activity sheet. Trace the path of food in the digestive tract by labeling the parts. Can you identify the numbered parts? Have your try. Okay, number 1 is the first part of the digestive system where food enters. I repeat, the first part of the digestive system where food enters. What is your answer?
Ma'am, mouth.
That's correct. Next, number 2. These glands include parotid, sublingual, and submandibular, which secrete saliva. I repeat, these glands include parotid, sublingual, and submandibular, which secrete saliva. What is your answer?
Ma'am, salivary glands.
Very good. The correct answer is salivary glands. How about number 3? Anyone?
Esophagus, ma'am.
You are right. Esophagus is a long tube between the mouth and stomach. Number 4. What part is that?
Ma'am, stomach.
Yes, you are right. Stomach is a sac-like muscular organ that is attached to the esophagus. Let's proceed to number 5. A large organ located above and in front of the stomach. I repeat, a large organ located above and in front of the stomach.
Liver, ma'am.
That's right. For number 6 to 11, you may continue answering after our episode, including Activity 2 titled Complete Me and Activity 3 titled I Learned That. Write your answer in a separate sheet of paper. Be sure that you will not miss any activity in your learning activity sheet. My dear learners, do not forget to answer the printed weekly validating questions attached to your learning activity sheet and give your insights or reflections in our lesson. It is very important. Now, we're done with the lesson. I hope that you grasp all the information needed for this lesson. Now, let's wrap things up.
Ma'am, digestion is the process of breaking down food into simple components that the cells can use. Digestion is divided into 2 types, the mechanical and chemical digestions.
Ma'am, the human digestive system has the organs of alimentary tract that comes in contact with the food and the accessory organs to pour out secretions to assist in the digestive process.
Ma'am, the alimentary organs are mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and the anal canal, and the accessory organs are liver, pancreas, and salivary glands.
Wow! Amazing! You really learned a lot today. That's all for today. Thank you for listening. Back to our radio host, Teacher Dennis Hugh Mendoza.
Thank you very much, Teacher Riofe, and also to our dear learners for spending another wonderful day with us. I hope your learning today has made a significant difference in your point of view about digestion and the different parts of digestive system. I would like to acknowledge the teachers behind this School on the Air lesson. Teacher Erlinda S. Ramos, the scriptwriter. Teacher Riza N. Marsan, our technical specialist. Teacher Vicente S. Rodriguez. Teacher Annabel A. Rodriguez. Teacher Donabel Velasco, the editors. Thank you very much. This is your radio host, Teacher Dennis Mendoza, saying stay home and follow all health protocols for your safety. Goodbye. Physics, chemistry, earth science, biology, biochemistry, environmental science. These are some branches of science. Science is about a whole lot more than that. And to sum it up, we believe that science is a way of helping the brain grow in finding new knowledge and help us defeat our curiosity of how the world develops and works today. Science, science, science. This is your class, and this is science.
Dance Radio, siniparalan sa radyo, atid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta na magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
Tama ba yan? Okay, alright. System. So, our dear learners, naririnig nyo ba kami? Ayan. So, medyo So, ang aming mga magagandang boses muna ang inyong mapapakinggan sa sandaling ito. So, I hope you are now ready for our discussion. So, our dear learners, please comment #ready if you are already ready.
Okay, so ayan, ready na daw sila, Ma'am Rio. Okay, so kumusta naman kayo mga anak? So I hope lahat kayo ay nasa mabuting kalagayan at lahat kayo ngayon ay masaya at nag-enjoy na makinig. Okay, so before we start, okay kaya yung boses ko sa radio?
Yes, ma'am. Maganda.
Ay, maganda ba? Okay, so before we start, let's recall our past lesson. So, Ma'am Donna, ano ba ang napag-aralan natin last quarter?
Yes, Ma'am Lynn. So last quarter, we were able to explore the science of chemistry, which include the particle nature of matter, physical and chemical changes of matter, the atoms and its subatomic particles, and know the behavior of elements using the periodic table of elements.
Okay. So, we chemistry and our dear learners were able to distinguish matter from non-matter. So this quarter, ayan, panguling quarter na natin. This is school year. We will explore biology. So we will focus on the digestion of food. So ayan. So we will have some questions here and ayan, ang mga inyong mga sagot, pwede nyong i-comment or pwede ring tumawag, mag-text at mag-message sa number na ito. Okay, so 0917-555-29 0926-444-2240. Or ano pa yung isang pwedeng tawagan, ma'am?
0926-444-3317. Ulitin ko, 0926-444-3317.
Yes, ulitin lang natin yung tanong. Ano yung tanong natin, ma'am?
What?
Eat.
Yes.
Okay, bakit ba tayo kumakain? Ano?
Ayan, meron nang tumatawag sa akin.
Ay, meron na
sige nga,
agad?
Yes. From a number. Hindi ko na sasabihin. Okay, sagutin na natin.
Sige.
Bakit ba kailangan tayong kumain? Is eating necessary in keeping us alive? Ayan.
Yes, meron na. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Naririnig ba?
Yes.
Yes,
Ayan.
ma'am.
Hello, anak. Sino to?
Good morning, ma'am. Ako po si Ashley B. Timoteo.
Okay, hello, Ashley. Ashley o Aslin?
Ashley po.
Ashley. Okay, Ashley, good morning. Yes, anak. Meron ka na bang sagot sa katanungan na why do we eat?
Yes, ma'am. Meron na po.
Sige.
We eat in order to survive. Eating nutritious food helps our body to function properly and allows us to do more work without getting tired easily. It is also important that we maintain a balanced diet to remain active throughout the day.
Wow! Very, naman ang sagot ni Ashley. Napaka-detalyado. Wow! Very good, Ashley. Tingin ko meron ka pang isang kasama dyan, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Si Aslin. O, yan. Okay, Aslin.
May sagot din po siya, ma'am.
Sige, anak. Nag-collab ba kayo?
Yes,
Collaboration.
Ayan, talaga naman nagko-collab tong dalawang to, ma'am eh.
Yes.
Okay, Aslin. Hello, Aslin. Good morning.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning po.
Kumusta ka?
Okay naman po, ma'am.
Okay. So, Aslin, ready ka na bang sagutan yung ating katanungan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sige, go!
We need to eat in order to survive. Eating a well-balanced diet provides us the nutrients that we need for the growth and repair of our body. It also keeps our immune system healthy and gives us energy to keep us active throughout the day.
Yes! Ang galing-galing naman ni Aslin at ni Asli. Ayan. Thank you so much, Aslin and Asli. Sana ipagpatuloy nyo ang inyong pag-aaral ng mabuti. So, ipagpatuloy nyo lang ang pagiging masipag at masikap. Okay? Congratulations!
Okay, so, thank you. We eat because food is important.
Okay, si Gerson Marinay. Okay, ang sabi niya, eating is necessary in keeping us alive because we gain energy and maintain our body to become healthy. So, yung mga sagot nila, Ma'am Lynn, is pare-pareho, They have the same concept. Na, ayan, we need to eat because foods provide nutrients so we can grow and be active and for keeping the immune system healthy.
Yes. So, ang gagaling ng ating mga learners at may mga nagte-text pa rin. Pare-pareho, gaya ng sabi mo, ma'am, pare-pareho yung sagot nila. Nag-text din si Arian Faye Ramos ng 8 Copernicus. Meron pa yung from Socrates. Meron din si Sarah May Aristotle pala. So, thank you mga anak. Nagkakaroon tayo ng problema sa internet connection natin, may mga sumasagot pa rin. So,
Oo,
nagte-text, nagko-call. Thank you very much, learners.
Tayo nakikita sa
Yes.
invisible tayo ngayon.
Oo, boses lang natin.
So, Ma'am Lynn, the food that we eat plays a central role in the survival of species. So, kung may mga napanood kayo na na-trap or na wala sa kabundukan ilang araw kailangang kumain talaga yan. Because, ayun nga, it plays a central role sa ating, in the survival. Now, paano nga ba? How do we obtain materials needed for the growth and repair of body parts from the food that we eat?
Okay, so maganda yan, Ma'am Rio. So, kailangan, food must be broken down into a form that the microscopic cells can use. So, the body changes food into a usable form by means of a group of organs referred to as digestive system. At maintindihan ng ating mga learners, let us discuss the important processes in order to carry out the function of the digestive system. At ito ay i-discuss, uumpisahan ni Ma'am Rosel.
Yes, thank you, Ma'am Lynn. Ayan, ready na ba kayo, learners? Kahit wala tayong ngayon, wala tayong image, boses lang, di bale maganda pa rin naman kahit boses lang.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start. Let's explore the function of digestive system. Okay, listen carefully mga learners kasi medyo mahaba ito. So the digestive system is composed of different organs that work together to break down food and nourish the body. So it involves important processes, take note of that, processes, step-by-step processes in order to carry out the function of the digestive system. The function of the digestive system is digestion, or in Filipino, pantunaw ng ating mga kinain. It is the breakdown of organic compounds into their simple forms for use by the cells. So yung kinain natin, hindi lang doon humahanggan. Kailangan ma-breakdown yan para magamit, i-absorb ng ating body, magamit as an energy. It breaks down food mechanically and chemically. So let's differentiate, Ma'am Donna, mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. So para sa kaalaman ng lahat, pag sinabi nating mechanical digestion, that is the physically breaking down food substances into smaller particles to more efficient undergo chemical digestion. Ibig sabihin, bago si chemical digestion, kailangan mag-undergo muna siya ng mechanical digestion. Because in chemical digestion, ito naman si chemical digestion, it will now involve secretion of enzymes throughout digestive tract. So both of those processes ay kailangan. Mechanical first and then we have the chemical. Okay, so let us take a journey throughout the human digestive system to see how it works and how the organs coordinate in order to carry out the processes of digestions. So sa screen ninyo, mga learners, you can see the different organs of the digestive system. So lahat ng yan, nakikita nyo yan, from mouth down to anus, lahat yan ay magagamit during the digestion. And to make a little more interesting, let us try to imagine, mag-imagine muna tayo. Let us try to imagine what happens to a hamburger when eaten. So ano nga ba yung mga nasa hamburger? So remember that in a hamburger, meron niyang ground meat. And ground meat is mostly protein. Meron din siyang mayonnaise. At ang mayonnaise is mostly fat. And the bun is mostly carbohydrate. So imagine natin ngayon na kakain tayo ng hamburger. So the journey of the food starts from the mouth, of course, down to the anus, and it takes about 18 to 20 hours. Okay, yung 18 to 20 hours na yan ay magsisimula sa pagsubo mo ng pagkain hanggang sa paglabas mo ng waste. Kaya it's very normal na kailangan mong magdumi once a day.
Yes.
Every day.
At least, yes. So what are the processes involved in the human digestive system? So tignan nga natin, learners, check muna tayo. What are the processes involved in the human digestive system? So we have 5. Okay, tignan natin sa comment section. Ano nga ba yung mga yon? Magbigay nga po kayo ng isa.
Okay, itong mga processes na ito, mga grade 8 learners, ay it ends with T-I-O-N, Ayan, isang clue yan.
So we have 5.
Yes.
Okay, so sabihin na natin. So we have here, number 1 is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion or elimination or excretion. Yung egestion, elimination, and excretion, pare-pareho yung mga yon. Gamitin na lang siguro natin yung term na excretion. So, meron siyang shon-shon. May mga nagsagot
nagko-comment
din dito.
naman,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Very good. Si Nora, Sweetel,
Ayan.
Zara.
Zara May Berioso.
Binigay niya lahat. Okay, unahin natin, ma'am, yung ingestion. So, ingestion or kilala, paglunok. Okay, so it is the first process that happens in digestive system. It is the journey of taking in food or any substance into the body through the mouth. So, syempre, yan ang parang entrance ng food, ang mouth ninyo or yung bibig ninyo. So, the journey of food starts when a bit of hamburger enters your mouth. So, again, let's imagine, kakagatin na natin si hamburger.
Mabango.
Sana all. Okay, so after the ingestion is we have the second process, that is digestion. Or in Tagalog, in Filipino, that is pantunaw. This is now the second process that involved in digestive system. It is the process that involves breakdown of large food molecules into smaller molecules for easy absorption of the cells. So both chemical and mechanical digestions begin immediately in the mouth. So while the food is in the mouth, the teeth will crush, cut, and break it apart into tiny pieces. That is why your teeth are also part of the digestive process. So we have, i-discuss lang natin yung dalawa. We have incisors and molars. Yung incisors natin, yun yung located sa harap. Located in the middle front of the lower and upper jaws. Ang function niya is to cut pieces of food. And yung molars natin, it is located in the back of the mouth. The function is to grind and chew the food. Kaya ingatan ang ating mga ngipin. Gusto nyo ba wala na kayong pag-grind and chew?
Yeah. Meron din tayong mga canine, used to tear food.
Okay, so while the food is in the mouth, ayun nga, ang unang nagpa-function dyan is si teeth. Aside from teeth, we have also the tongue. So the tongue helps mix food with saliva secreted by the salivary glands, forming into a moist ball called bolus. So it can be easily swallowed. Okay, so advice is to chew your food an estimated 32 times. Yun ang advice.
So, bibilangin ko na next time.
At least eat slowly, di ba, ma'am?
Napapansin kasi natin, pag hindi natin ninunguya ng maigi yung ating kinakain, sumasakit yung tiyan natin. Di ba? Parang nahihirapan yung digestive system natin na i-digest yung food.
So that is the suggestion or the advice from the expert 32 times. However, it takes fewer chews to break down soft and water-filled food. So halimbawa, may sabaw, soft naman yung lugaw, ganun. Siguro mga 30 na lang, hindi na 32.
Yes.
And of course, don't rush while eating. Don't rush, don't laugh kasi pwede kayong ma-choke.
Correct.
And choking is caused when a piece of food or other object gets stuck in the upper airway.
Sabi nga, don't talk when your mouth is full.
Yes, definitely, Ma'am Donna. And okay, so the process is known as mastication or chewing. So it considered as mechanical digestion, which is the initial stage of digestion. So dito sa mouth pa lang natin, magsisikrit na ng saliva or yun yung laway. It contains salivary amylase. So normally, daily production of saliva varies between 0.5 to 1.5 liters per day yon. Kasi kailangan natin ng saliva para ma-moisten yung food. Imagine pag dry, so hindi siya, mahirap siyang lunukin. Kaya kailangan ng saliva or yun yung laway. And then, the bolus passes from the mouth to the esophagus. So after the mouth, it will now passes to the esophagus. And, ayan, so nakikita ninyo yan, learners, sa ating screen. Yan yung pagbaba ng food. Ang tawag na natin dyan is bolus. Kasi na-moisten na siya ng salivary amylase. Okay, so the esophagus is a tube that attaches the mouth to the stomach. So parang yan yung highway from mouth going to stomach. And a series of wave-like muscle contractions known as peristalsis push and transport foods and liquids in small sections to the stomach. Therefore, the movement of the bolus from the mouth going to your stomach is peristalsis movement. Okay, ngayon nasa stomach na si bolus. The stomach is a J-shaped bag-like muscular organ that can hold approximately 1 liter of fluid and food. Remember, learners, na ang ating stomach ay flexible. Kaya kapag nabubusog kayo, lumalaki yung tiyan. Kasi, pero at the same time, meron din siyang limit. Hindi pwedeng kain lang ng kain. Okay, so the primary function of the stomach is to store food, which turns to chyme after acted on the stomach acid. So, don't forget yung mga important terms natin. Kanina, from food, and then naging bolus, and then we have chyme. Chyme is a fluid material formed from bolus that is acted upon by the gastric juices secreted by the stomach. So the walls of the stomach have special cells that secrete gastric juices at ang sinisikret niya ay also known as
HCl.
Yes.
Hydrochloric acid.
Yes, ma'am. Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is actually the strongest acid. Kaya nga kapag at yung release niyan continuous. So, kapag
nalipasan ng gutom.
Oo, mahapdi yung tiyan kasi meron pa ring hydrochloric acid dyan. And pag umiinom ng soft drinks, walang laman ang tiyan, mas lalong hahapdi. Kasi originally, may acid na sa ating tiyan. Okay, so it secretes gastric juices like hydrochloric acid and pepsin that begin the chemical breakdown of proteins. Okay, now, let us take a short detour into the 3 organs that are part of the digestive system and helps in secretion of essential substances. Ma'am Donna, do you know that there are 3 accessory organs that helps in digestions?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, yes, ma'am. Tama yun. So, these accessory organs are the liver o yung tinatawag nating atay, the pancreas o yung lapay.
Lapay.
Oh, lapay. And the gallbladder o yung tinatawag nating apdo. So, yan yung 3 accessory organs, the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder. So, unahin nating i-discuss yung liver. So, what is the function of the liver or liver? The liver produces bile, a green fluid that turns large fat droplets into smaller ones and store them in the gallbladder. So, bakit kailangan na maging gawin muna siyang small para ma-absorb yan ng ating katawan. Kasi hindi pwedeng i-absorb ng katawan natin yung mga large fat. So, yun ang niya. When necessary, bile gets into the small intestine and helps in the digestion of fat. And then the liver is the biggest organ inside the body. May nabasa nga ako na kasing laki daw ito ng football. Ayan. And with a mass of 2 kilograms. And the liver is also located at the right side of our belly. So sa right side pala siya located. And normally, you can feel the liver because it is protected by the rib cage. Ayan. Saglit lang.
Okay, therefore, ma'am, itong tatlong to, they are accessory organ but they are very helpful in digestion.
Yes. And the other one, the second one is the gallbladder. The gallbladder is a small, pear-shaped sac that can hold about 50 ml of bile. Okay. Next one, meron din tayong tinatawag na pancreas. So the pancreas makes 3 different kinds of enzymes, namely amylase, peptidase, and lipase. It is released through a pancreatic duct that aid in the digestion of three organic compounds such as carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, respectively. Kaya yung gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, hindi pwedeng i-absorb ng katawan natin ang mga ito kung in a large compound siya. So, kailangan muna siyang i-convert into smaller compounds. Then, the process takes about half of a liter of the digestive juices each day. So, the pancreas is a small organ found below the stomach. So, yun yung tatlo nating accessory organs.
Ma'am, meron pang isa, yung gallbladder.
Ay,
Dalawa pa lang yung na-discuss mo, ma'am. Ay, tapos mo na ba yung gallbladder?
Yes, ma'am. Pangalawa yun kanina.
Okay, Ma'am Donna. So, are these accessory organs, namely pancreas, gallbladder, and liver, parts of the digestive system? Ma'am Donna?
Yes.
Parts ba sila ng digestive system?
Ang ganda naman ng tanong mo, Ma'am Rio. Okay, the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder are accessory parts. Ibig sabihin, ang mga ito ay tumutulong sa pag-digest ng food. Hindi sila parts ng digestive system kasi hindi dumadaan sa kanila ang pagkain, kundi tumutulong lang sila para ma-digest yung pagkain by producing the different juices. Mga ganun.
Okay, so ano kaya tingnan natin mga ma'am kung kasama pa natin ang ating mga learners. So the food usually remains in the stomach for 2 to 3 hours. So after stomach, where is the destination of food? Okay?
Kanina, nabanggit doon ang mga destinations ni Dora the food. So, please key in your answer in our chat box kung may connection pa po tayo.
Okay, so after stomach, where is the next destination of food? May sumagot. Si Ashley Timoteo, small intestine. Sarah Mayboy, food ay sa small intestine.
Yes.
Thank you, learners. Okay, Ma'am Donna.
Ang galing ng pagkasunod-sunod ng organs, no? Sa ating katawan. So may sari-sarili silang roles na ginagampanan na kapag nawala ang isa, ay hindi na posible ang digestion. So ituloy natin ang ating discussion. So after stomach, food will now enter to the small intestine. And the small intestine,
Okay, so the small intestine is an organ that breaks down food further into substances such as glucose that can absorb by the villi. So ang small intestine natin has actually 3 parts, namely the duodenum, jejunum, and the ileum. Okay, ulitin natin. We have the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Unahin natin ang duodenum. Duodenum is the first and the shortest part of the small intestine. After food mixed with stomach acid, they move into the duodenum, where they mix with bile from the gallbladder and digestive juices from the pancreas. So carbohydrates are broken down into sugars by enzymes like amylase, maltase, and lactase. Proteins are broken down into amino acids by enzymes trypsin and peptidase. And fats are broken down into fatty acids by the enzyme lipase. Therefore, enzyme is very important sa chemical digestion.
yes, kung ang duodenum ay ang shortest part of the small intestine, Ma'am Rosel, the jejunum, it is the middle section of the small intestine and it is about 2 meters long. Ang haba,
2
no?
meters, pero
Imagine.
baka hinahanap ng ating mga learners.
Saan yung 2 meters?
Coiled po yan. Ibig sabihin ay...
Nakaayos siya. Parang
yes.
sa isaw, sa barbecue stick, ganun ang ayos niya. Kaya nagkasya yan sa ating katawan, di ba? So the main function of the jejunum is the absorption of important nutrients such as sugars, fatty acids, and amino acids. So yan yung tinatawag nating, anong tawag natin ulit? Jejunum, hindi jeje, jejemon. Jejunum. Ano? Okay, and the third part is the ileum. So it is the last part of the small intestines or small intestine that connects to the cecum and helps to further digest food coming from the stomach and other parts of the small intestine.
Okay, therefore, small intestine is considered as organ of complete digestion because it secretes the enzymes that change food materials into their simplest components. It breaks down food into substances and absorb important nutrients. Yan ang trabaho ni small intestine.
Okay, so thank you very much, Ma'am Rosel and Ma'am Donna. So learners, marami kayo natutunan dahil napaka-comprehensive na pagdidiscuss na ginawa ni Ma'am Rosel at ni Ma'am Donna. So na-discuss na natin ang dalawang processes, ingestion and digestion. So what is the third process, Ma'am Rio?
Okay, Ma'am Lynn. So the third process that happens in the digestive system is absorption. So ang first kanina is ingestion, next digestion, and the third process is absorption or pagsipsip. It occurs mostly in the small intestine.
Yes, so it occurs mostly in the small intestine where several digestive juices, pancreatic juice, and bile aid in the chemical digestion of food.
Yes, so absorption is the process of passing the soluble food molecules in the wall of the small intestine through the villi. So these are the tiny finger-like projections from the epithelial lining of the intestinal wall. So dito na-absorb yung mga nutrients na na-digest kanina. So each villus contains blood capillaries that enable it to absorb water, glucose, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids. It also increases the amount of surface area available for the absorption of nutrients.
Okay, yes, Ma'am Rio. And this time, yung pang-apat naman, the fourth process that occurs in the digestive system is assimilation. So it is the movement of the digestive food nutrients into the blood vessels of the small intestine through diffusion. So kung kanina sa iyo, Ma'am Rio, yung absorption, yung pagsipsip ng mga nutrients, this time naman is yung movement na ng mga digested food nutrients into the blood vessels of the small intestine. At yan ay sa pamamagitan ng proseso na diffusion. And use of nutrients into the body cells through the microvilli. So, ang microvilli, ito ay microscopic cellular membrane projection that serves to expand the surface area for diffusion and also to lessen any increase in volumes. Okay, learners. So yan, na-discuss natin hanggang small intestine, Ma'am Rio, di ba? So tapos na ba ang journey ni Dora the Food? Okay, kindly comment yes or no in the chat box kung tapos na nga ba ang journey ni Dora the Food.
O kung sa small intestine na mag-i-end.
Yes. Oh, may nakasagot na. Ayan, mga sino. Hindi pa dyan nagtatapos ni Dora the Food. Dahil, paano naman yung mga undigested food, saan ito mapupunta? Okay, ang mga undigested food will enter the large intestine or colon. So, it is 1.5 meters long and 5 centimeters wide ang ating large intestine. So, dito na-reabsorb ang mga liquids, no? So, this is where the absorption of liquids, electrolytes, and some vitamins from undigested food takes place. So, it secretes mucus to aid in the formation of feces. So, this is the last segment of the gastrointestinal tract that completes absorption and compacts waste. In the digestive system. Balik nga ako sa iyo, Ma'am Rosel.
Yes, Ma'am. So, last process na tayo. And the last process for digestion is we have ingestion or excretion. Yan na yung paglabas ng undigested food or waste material. It is the release of undigested food collected in the rectum called feces. Do you know what is feces? Feces or stool, waste material, dumi.
Okay.
And pushed out of the body through the anus by defecation. Okay, so very important ang defecation because when you can't get stool out of your body, it can start to stick together in your intestines. The hardened mass gets stuck and causes a blockage. The squeezing your colon normally uses to push stool out of your body can't move it because it's too large and hard. So, wag pipigilan kapag pag gusto nyo nang magbawas, wag pigilan kasi sumasakit talaga yung tiyan yun natin.
Oo,
pag
tsaka pag hard na yung stool nagkakaroon na ng pagsakit at tsaka yung magkakaroon ng hemorrhoid.
Yes,
Diba?
ma'am. It can cause pain and even vomiting.
Yes. So, it is a long journey of the food just to give our body the desired nutrients that we need. Siyempre, dapat nating ilabas yung hindi na natin kailangan. So, kaya learners, you have to eat right. Sabi nga, you don't have to eat less. You just have to eat right.
Correct,
Diba, Ma'am Donna?
Rio. Yes, tama yan. Kung natatandaan ng ating mga learners, yung napag-aralan nila sa mga subjects na TLE at health, the healthy food or the health food pyramid. Naalala mo ba yun, Ma'am Rosel?
Oo naman, ma'am. Yung ating
syempre.
food pyramid.
Yes. Kailangan ng katawan natin ng 40% bread, potato, and cereals. 35% ng fruits and vegetables, 20% ng meat, fish, milk, egg, and 5% ng fat, oil, sugar, and sweet. 5% lang pala yan, no? Pero
hindi pala basta kakain lang tayo, no?
yes, dapat sundin natin
yes.
yan, ma'am.
So, dapat pala mas marami ang bread, potato, and cereal wherein ito ang source ng carbohydrates. At
Yes.
dito din yung sa grupong ito yung ating rice, yung kinakain natin, no?
Correct.
Okay. At tapos sa fruits and vegetable, 35%. So, medyo madami-dami din ito. So, ayan. At top 20% ang meat, misfit. So, ito yung source of protein.
Yes,
At
correct.
fat. Ma'am Rosel, Ma'am Rio, 5% lang. Dapat ang fat, oil, sugar, and sweet. So, less yung mga sweets, yung mga chocolates,
soft drinks.
ice cream, soft drinks.
Ma'am, yung milk tea, 50% naman yung sugar nun. Nung inaano ko. So,
pero may
hindi pa
sugar
din.
pa rin.
Yes, so konting bawas, Ma'am Rio.
Healthy living.
Araw-araw, di ba?
Yes.
Healthy living.
So, Ma'am Donna?
Okay, yes. Bakit kailangan nating kumain ng healthy food, Ma'am Lynn?
Ay, kailangan natin yan, Ma'am Donna, kasi a healthy diet is essential for good health and nutrition. It protects us against many chronic non-communicable diseases. So, gaya ng heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes, and chronic lung disease. So, eating a variety of foods and consuming less salt, sugars, and saturated fats are essential for healthy diet. Kaya, our dear learners, ugaliin din natin kakain ng mag-ulam ng gulay, kumain ng prutas, huwag palagi ang karne ang ulam. Also, drink milk and lots of water.
Yes,
Okay?
Ang ganda ng sinabi mo, Ma'am Lynn. Ang ganda ng advice mo.
Correct.
Okay, so a healthy diet is the source of energy to fuel our daily activities and maintain bodily functions. So how will you take care of your digestive system? Learners, please complete this statement. Dugtungan lang ninyo. Makinig mabuti. Number 1, I can help my digestive system by eating blank. Ulitin natin. I can help my digestive system by eating blank.
Okay, so Ma'am Rosel, pwede silang tumawag. Box. Okay, so parang mayroon na yatang
Ito, ma'am, may nag-message na sa akin,
Sige.
si Aslyn Timoteo.
Sige, ma'am.
I can help my digestive... Ay, may tumatawag. Baka siya rin ito.
Oh, sige.
Sagutin ko na.
Ulitin mo naman.
Hello? Ayun. Okay. Hello, anak. Sino to?
Asli Timoteo po.
Okay. Si Asli. Asli? Tama?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Asli po.
Sige. Asli, anong sagot mo?
I can help my digestive system by eating fiber-rich foods which can help me to digest easily and eliminate waste faster.
Ayan. Wow, ang ganda naman ng sagot mo. Ay, may sagot din si Aslyn. O, sige, pakinggan natin yung sagot ni Aslyn.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, ang sagot ko po ay I can help my digestive system by eating fiber-rich foods such as pineapples and leafy vegetables because this helps my digestive system to function and digest properly and to eliminate the toxins inside my body. Yun po, ma'am.
Okay, wow. Thank you. Thank you, Aslyn and Asli. Talagang dapat gawin ninyo yan, ha, para matulungan nyo yung digestive system nyo sa pag-digest ng food, di ba?
Oo.
Kailangan nating alagaan yung katawan natin, di ba, Ma'am Rosel?
Of course, ma'am, our body is so precious.
Yes.
Okay.
Tama yung mga
So,
sagot nila.
Ashley and Ashley.
Ma'am, meron din tumatawag sa akin. Ito, hello, anak.
Hello po, ma'am.
Sino to, nak?
Hello po, ma'am. Ako po si TJ Antolin from 8 Kapur.
So, aking si TJ. Hello, anak. So, paki-complete yung statement, I can help my digestive system by eating. So, meron ka bang naka-chat, naka-classmate mo o ka-groupmates mo dyan?
Opo.
Sinong naka-collab mo, anak?
Si Sweetel Faith Arendano.
So kayo talaga ang magkagrupo si Sweetel. Okay, sige anak. Okay, so bigay na ang iyong sagot.
I can help my digestive system by eating healthy and nutritious foods, having a balanced diet, drinking plenty of water, frequently exercising or doing physical activities, and avoiding fatty and oily foods.
Okay, yes anak, very good. At sana isabuhay mo yan. Dapat ganyan palagi ang kinakain or ginagawa, samahan ng exercise. Yes, so para magkaroon ka ng healthy body, kasi pag meron kang healthy body, pati utak sasama yan. Kaya pala ang galing ni TJ. Alam niyo mga ma'am, sa mga activities niya, sa mga outputs niya, ang gagaling, yung mga ansagot niya para talagang swak na swak. Okay, so thank you very much, anak, ha? Okay.
Okay, let's proceed to the second one, Ma'am Rosel.
Yes, ma'am. Number 2, paki-complete ulit itong statement natin. Makinig mabuti, learners. I rather choose to drink blank.
Milk tea? Hindi.
Coffee?
Ano
Water?
kaya ang sagot nila? Para maalagaan ang digestive system, di ba? I rather choose to drink...
Ikaw, Ma'am Rio, kompletuhin mo nga yung statement na yan.
I rather choose to drink water, syempre.
Sana nga, Ma'am Rio.
May sumagot?
May sumagot na ba?
Ay, may tumatawag.
May tumatawag ulit.
sa akin, ma'am.
Dito ma'am sa comment section naman tayo. Sabi niya, I rather choose to drink water to be healthy. Dito naman, water than soft drinks.
Hello, ito?
Okay, very good. I rather choose to drink water and milk.
Sandali. Ma'am Rosel, may tumawag si Stephanie Sario ng
Sige, ma'am,
8 Aristotle.
Let's give chance to
Okay,
Stephanie.
so I
rather choose to drink water rather than to drink carbonated drinks because water does more than just quench your thirst. It's essential to keeping your body functioning properly and keeping health. Carbonated drinks are not good for a person's health because it contains lots of sugar.
Okay, so thank you very much, Stephanie. Mga dahilan yan. Thank you very much, anak.
Yan. Meron din tumawag sa akin, ma'am. Ayan. Hello. Ayan, si Azlin.
Wag na ito.
Azlin.
Tayo.
Okay. Anong sagot mo na? Pakikompleto yung ating ano.
I rather choose to drink water than alcoholic beverages as this contains too much acid, which is bad in the digestion process.
Wow. Talagang water ang pinili mo. Ginagawa mo ba yan, anak?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
May
Very
sagot
good.
din po si Ashley.
Sige. Si Azli din.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
I rather choose to drink water than sodas or any beverages that contains acid as it makes me feel bloated and could lead to hyperacidity. Yun po yung sagot ko, ma'am.
Wow, thank you! Ang gagaling naman ang sagot ninyo. Talagang, ginagawa daw nila lagi yan, Ma'am Rosel. Okay, thank you so much, Azlin. And Azlin, napaka-active nyo talaga. At dahil dyan, kayo ay...
Most active learners for today.
Congratulations, mga anak. Okay. So we should take care of system because it plays a major role in our overall health as it brings nutrients to our body. Without good digestive health, we will experience uncomfortable symptoms such as abdominal pain, bloating, indigestion, and more. So mga ma'am, katatapos ng ating Holy Week, hindi ba? Okay. So alam niyo, ito ay kaugalian, culture, and practice ng karamihang Pinoy na kapag Huwebes Santo, Biyernes Santo, ako experience ko, hindi kami nag-uulam ng karne. More on vegetables and fish kami. Pero, nakakagalian na rin kasi ng pamilya namin yon. Pero pagdating ng Eastern Sunday, nagkaroon naman kami ng celebration, nag-boodle fight kami, at ugali din namin na pag ganyan is nagkakamay kami. Ang sarap kumain kapag ikaw ay kamay-kamay. Yes. Saka kaugalian na rin natin mga Pinoy yan nang tayo ay nagkakamay, lalo na kapag yung mga asa bukid, yung mga farmers, di ba? But take note always na kahit tayo ay nagkakamay, ninanamnam natin yung sarap ng pagkain. Kailangan bago kumain, maghugas mabuti ng mga kamay, di ba?
Yes, Ma'am Lynn, at huwag pabilisan ng kain.
Yes.
Relax ka lang.
Dahan-dahan.
Nakagawan pa yung kaharap.
Yes. Dapat batog ko. Yun lang ang akin.
Batog ko, delus ko.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so this is another fruitful discussion, learners, and we hope you enjoyed and learned a lot. So we discussed the processes involved in the human digestive system, namely ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and excretion. So most of the food that we eat cannot be used immediately by our body. So it must be broken down first into usable form so it can be used by the cells. So yun yung trabaho ng mga organs sa ating digestive system. So food must be broken down into nutrients by a process called digestion. So the breakdown of food into simpler substances for use by the body is the work of the digestive system. So once food is broken down and converted into simple molecule nutrients, they are carried to all the cells of the body by the blood and are used to provide energy and serve as the raw materials for cell growth and repair.
Okay, so tandaan natin palagi, learners, to keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we're not able to keep our mind strong and clear. Kaya naman, para may condition pa rin natin ang ating sarili or katawan sa pag-aaral sa gitna ng pandemya, ay kumain ng masustansyang pagkain upang maalagaan ang ating digestive system. Thank you for watching, listening, and participating, our dear learners. Maraming Dennis. So, thank you, Ma'am Rosel, Ma'am Rio, and Ma'am Donna.
Yes, Ma'am. So, we are
the team.
Bye!
Physics, chemistry, earth science, biology, biochemistry, environmental science. These are some branches of science. Science is about a whole lot more than that. And to sum it up, we believe that science is the way of helping the brain grow in finding new knowledge and help us defeat our curiosity in how the world develops and works today. Science. This is your class, and this is science. And now, here is your host for the day. Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan. Ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
for something big.
All right, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR FM.